came upon a relatively interesting realization and insight due to the introspection I so naturally turn to. And I have found that because I have conquered my master, or better word is saying mastered. I have mastered myself, and that was in solitude. So naturally, when I start to lose a grip on my mastery, I almost immediately turn back to what worked for me the first time. So I found that very valuable, in all honesty. However, many could say that's a red flag, but I would never go into the specifics, not for anyone, honestly, because what's the point? You know, just I don't gain anything from that, nor does that friendship or relationship, whatever it is, nor does that grow and benefit from it. And that is also controversial as well. But psychology and the nature of some individuals beg to differ, by all means. But yeah, I found that interesting, and now I'm knowledgeable in that regard, that I turn back to what's worked in the past instead of trying new things, because it's worked this one specific way and it's worked so well that I'm just gonna do it again. And there's also a big difference from isolation and solitude. And although I don't have the differences in terms of the definitions and whatnot, I still do know nonetheless that they are by all means different to a very large degree. Isolation is really a purposeful, voluntary reason to exclude yourself from things. Whereas solitude, you're at war, and solitude quiets the battlefield and lets you focus exactly on the fight. Is honestly probably one of the better ways to say it. And also, solitude and silence and having your full focus gives you this advantage, though, in this battle, in this war, however you want to think of it. Whereas isolation kind of gives the enemy kind of like a one-up on you, and can kind of use that to your disadvantage. And even if people would isolate themselves, they usually regret it, and they don't want to be there, even though they purposely put themselves there. Whereas solitude is just like craftsmanship of your character and innermost qualities and just who that person is. But nonetheless, there's lots of benefits from solitude. I've seen, of course, in my own experience, but also some of the greatest philosophers that are well known by, I'm sure, about hundreds of thousands, if not millions, that they definitely did. Many of them, I know this for a fact, They fled to solitude to do some of their deepest work. So, and naturally, I likewise do the same, because it has been so effective for me in this life.